God bless you. In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you how to create 3 simple recipes that can be used for lunch or dinner. I do use one of them for lunch, 2 of them for dinner. Most likely you have these ingredients in your kitchen already. Please remember, you do not have to use the exact ingredients that I use. You can switch things up to make them your own. Use what you have in the kitchen. I really just want to give y'all some meal inspiration ideas. I know with everything going on and quarantine and not really wanting to go out, it can be tricky at times to figure out what to eat without repeating recipes. I really hope that y'all find inspiration in these recipes. They are super easy to create, and me personally, I'm a mom of 3. I have a 10-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 4-month-old. I'm a wife. I have a household to maintain. I have a business to run. I don't always have that time to spend in the kitchen, you know, making these extravagant dishes. Don't get me wrong, I do love doing those every once in a while. But there are times that I just want to whip up these quick and easy meals, and that is exactly what these are. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already. We are so close to 500 subscribers. And when you subscribe, make sure to hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button so that way you're notified of whenever I upload a video. But yeah, if y'all want to see how to create these 3 easy recipes, then please just keep on watching. Alright, so for this super simple lunch, you guys hear a lot of noise in the background. That's the family. This is real life, y'all. So you are gonna need a container of roast beef. I just got the one that's already pre-packaged. I have some Italian style cheese here. You can use any type of cheese that you want. Don't feel that you have to get this one specifically. I have a roll of crescents. There's 8 crescents in here, some melted butter, and just a pack of au jus gravy mix. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm super excited. Alright, so you're going to want to open your crescent rolls and then just separate them. And then I kind of just stretch them out a little bit so they're more bigger. And then I'm going to take about 2 slices of the roast beef and just place them in the center right there. I'm going to take some cheese, and that goes right in the middle. And then we're just going to roll it up. And some stuff falls out, that's totally fine. If the roast beef is sticking out, that's fine too. So then this is what it should look like, and then I'm gonna put it on a greased baking sheet. So I had just enough to make the 8 rolls. Only 2 of the rolls are gonna have 1 piece of roast beef, but the other ones are all gonna have 2 pieces. So just keep that in mind. Then I'm going to go ahead and take some melted butter and brush the tops of each one with the melted butter, and that's just going to help the crescent rolls brown up on top. We don't want bare bread. Alright, so then they're gonna go into a preheated oven. I have it preheated to 375, and they're gonna go in for about 15 minutes or until they're nice and golden brown. Alright, so now we're gonna make the au jus gravy mix. You just make it according to what the package directions say. You could totally make your own, but you know, I'm not feeling very domestic today. Directions say to start with 3 cups of cold water, to gradually stir in the gravy mix into the water. So we're gonna pour the water in the pan, and that's the trick. You wanna start with cold water, and then we're gonna sprinkle it in and just whisk as we're sprinkling. And then I'm going to turn on the flame over medium-high and just continue whisking. And the directions say to cook over medium heat, stirring until gravy comes to boil. So So you want to just keep stirring until it comes to a boil. Alright, so you can see it's coming to a boil now, and it also got darker in color. And oh my gosh, y'all, it smells so good. So we're just gonna continue letting this come to a boil. So you see? Boiling nicely. So we're just gonna shut it off. I'm gonna put a lid on this pan, and then we're just gonna wait for the sandwiches to be done. Alright, so when they come out of the oven, this is what they're gonna look like. I just have the gravy right here. I did flip them halfway just so they could brown on both sides and be nice and crispy all around, and then I have the gravy on the side. Now we're ready to eat. Alright, babe.
So I love being my wife's food critic. I like to try new things. So this is a mini French dip. It's delicious.
What's the gravy?
The gravy is called alou.
Au jus.
Au jus dip. Let's see, it's really good, don't you? Mmm. Au jus. Au jus is hot. It's very good. Very tender. The dough is nice and cooked through. See the meat? Look how juicy the meat is.
Zoom in.
Look at the juiciness of the meat. Like when you bite into the meat, juice is sprinkled on your tongue.
It's good, babe?
Mm-hmm. And this dip is au jus. Au jus.
2 thumbs up?
Man, baby.
Was that the sandwiches?
Yeah.
You're an amazing cook, an amazing baker. Ooh.
Yeah. Eat your food. So these are the ingredients that you're gonna need for the Philly cheesesteak sloppy joes. You're gonna need a pound of ground beef, a cup of beef broth. You're gonna need half a teaspoon of salt and pepper, a tablespoon of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 green pepper, 1 onion diced into small pieces, 8 ounces of provolone cheese, and your choice of bread. I just have regular hamburger buns here that I'm gonna toast up in the oven before I serve. So starting out, we're gonna turn on our flame about medium-high heat and let this get hot before we add in our ground beef. And then you just want to brown the meat all the way through. And I have this little chop and stir. I got mine at Walmart. You can find on Amazon. They have decent ones too. This one was about like $5 in Walmart. So I saw it and I was like, man, that'll be perfect for the ground meat. It will help break it up. I like the chop and stir because, I mean, it does just that. It helps you break up the meat so it's into really small pieces, which is exactly what you want for this meal. So we're just gonna let it brown up and let the meat get slightly more crispier. So this is exactly what you want. You could see that a lot of the meat has cooked through and a lot of the pieces are browned and crispy. That's exactly what you want. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the meat out of the pan, and you can leave the grease in the pan because we are gonna use that fat to cook up the onions and green peppers. So I'm gonna turn the heat to about medium, and then we are gonna add the 2 tablespoons of butter. So we're just gonna get that going. I'm gonna add in the onion and the green pepper. Gonna finish cooking these through before we add the meat back in. So now that the onions are turning nice and brown, we're gonna add the meat back into the pan. stir everything together. So we're gonna add in the 2 tablespoons of ketchup. We're gonna add in 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And this is what's gonna really bring out the flavor of the beef. And then we're gonna add salt and pepper. And you can always add this to your liking. We'll stir this together. It already smells so good, y'all. Next, we're gonna add the 1 cup of beef broth that we've mixed with the 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. So then we're just gonna cook this for about 5 minutes until until it's not so liquidy, so it's more of a thicker consistency. So now you see that a lot of the liquid has thickened up. Now we're gonna turn off the flame and then we're gonna put our cheese in. And this is 8 ounces of provolone cheese that I've just sliced into small pieces. And we're just gonna spread it all throughout the meat mixture. I don't have a lid for this pan, so I'm just gonna put foil over it, and we're just gonna let the cheese melt. I'm gonna warm up my hamburger buns in the oven, and then we'll be ready to serve. So we're gonna remove the foil. And then we're just gonna stir everything. We're gonna stir everything all around. So that's what it's looking like once everything's all stirred together. Alright, so here's what everything is looking like. I just made some fries in the air fryer quickly. And now we're ready to eat. So handsome with your glasses.
Ooh. I love when my wife makes new recipes. Extra cheesy, but delicious.
How's it taste? It's good, right?
Chacho, está rico. Good job, baby.
2 thumbs up. Alright, so for tonight's dinner, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it super simple. I just have about 1.5 to 2 pounds of chicken tenders here. I'm gonna do kind of like a chicken parm type dinner. Just all you need is a box of pasta. I have Italian style breadcrumbs, some flour, any of your favorite pasta sauce, a jar of any of your favorite pasta sauce, some salt and pepper, a stick of butter, whatever kind of cheese you like. I just have this giant bag that I'm trying to work through, so I'm just gonna use this. It is Italian style cheese, so I feel like it'll go perfect for this meal. Some grated Parmesan, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. So what we're gonna do first is set up a breading station to bread our chicken tenders. All right, so here I just put about 1/3 cup, maybe a little more, I didn't really measure, of the flour. And I'm just gonna go ahead and add in some breadcrumbs. I have Italian style breadcrumbs. And then as well, I'm gonna go ahead and add in some grated Parmesan. So I don't really need a ton of flour because you have, you know, the breading and then the cheese. And then not too much salt, maybe just a pinch of salt, some pepper, because the cheese has salt as well. I'm gonna sprinkle in some Italian seasoning. Not too much, because remember the breadcrumbs are seasoned. And then I am going to put in some garlic powder, and we love garlic powder here, so a nice hefty handful of that. And then we're just gonna mix this all until it comes combined. The garlic powder just smells so good. I'm just gonna grab my chicken, and I have chicken tenders here. That's just what I have. You can feel free to use chicken breasts or chicken thighs. I love how dark meat bakes in the oven. It bakes really well. I did see that there is a way to remove the tendon from the chicken. I, however, don't know how to do that. I tried on a piece and it got really messy. So I was like, whatever. I've been eating chicken tenders forever now, and I never knew about that, about removing the tendon until now. 32 years of age. So whatever, I'm not bothered by it. Maybe with some more practice, but I'm just trying to get dinner done right now. So we're gonna go ahead and take the chicken and put it into the butter. We melted a stick of butter and then put it in the coating. Get a nice coating on there. All right. Kind of shake off the excess and then put it on a nonstick baking sheet. And I already have my oven preheated to 400. So again, just into the butter, all over the coating. And then onto the baking sheet. Alright, so here's the chicken tenders all breaded up. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in a 400-degree oven, and they're gonna bake for about 20 minutes, 20 to 25. I like to make sure my chicken is cooked through, and I will be turning them halfway. And then once we turn them, they'll bake for the remainder of the time. And then we'll put the sauce and the cheese and just put them under the broiler for a few minutes. So can't wait for that. And then I do have a pot of water ready to start boiling to make my pasta. Okay, so once your water is boiling, you want to heavily salt it. And then add in your pasta and just cook your pasta to package directions. I am using penne tonight, but feel free to use whatever you like. This is just the pasta that I have on hand right now. And again, just cook it to package directions. So this is what the chicken is looking like. I'm now gonna flip them. It smells so good in here, you guys. They've already been cooking for about 10 minutes. So we're gonna flip and then cook them for about another 10 more minutes before we add the sauce and the cheese. All right, so I drained the pasta and I'm just gonna add about a tablespoon of butter to the noodles and some pepper. I'm just gonna mix all that around. Alright, so here are the chicken tenders. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my sauce. I'm going to take my sauce and just put some on top of each chicken piece. A nice hefty amount. I'm just taking it straight from the jar because I'm not trying to dirty any extra dishes if I don't have to. Just a nice hefty amount of sauce, you know, so you get enough sauce on your chicken. Then we're gonna take our cheese and just sprinkle some cheese on top of each chicken piece. So like I said, you could use chicken breast, chicken thighs, whatever you have on hand. Don't feel that you need to go out and get chicken tenders if you don't have. If all you have is breast or whatever, use what you got and make it work. Okay, so I'm just gonna put these in the oven. I do have it set to broiler now, and I'm just gonna broil them until the cheese melts and gets kind of, you know, golden brown. So I cannot wait to eat, y'all. All right, so my noodles.
Last time sister beat the Great Tiger. And that was awesome, dude. Are you making pasta?
All Alright, so my noodles, I was considering them leaving white. I was considering them leaving them plain, but I think I'm just gonna add in the rest of my sauce to the noodles, and then we'll just plate everything up. I didn't want so much like red on red, but I like my noodles with sauce. Rare is when I'll just have like butter noodles. Yeah, see, not too much sauce, so they still have some light color on them. Here's the chicken all done, our noodles, and I just made some zucchini to go along with it. You could totally make whatever vegetable you want. And now we're ready to serve up and eat. So here's everything served up. Looks so good.
Go again. My wife's tasty meals. Try this chicken out. I love it. It's delicious. What's this? Zucchini?
Yeah.
You're the best, baby.
Taste that. Is it good?
It's delicious, baby.
2 thumbs up?
5 thumbs up.
Goofy. 2 thumbs up, puppy. Oh, puppy. 2 thumbs up. Huh? Closer. You want some zucchini? Huh? Huh? Oh. Alright y'all, that wraps up this video. I really hope that you were able to find some meal inspiration for you and your family. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already. God bless y'all today and always, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.